Welcome to the deep dive. We're getting right into it today, talking about metabolic control. Specifically, why that stubborn weight, especially the stuff around your stomach, just refuses to go away, even when you feel like you're doing everything right.
Yeah, and we're digging into a really fascinating set of sources today, all centered around the work of Dr. Mindy Pelz, who's a huge expert in fasting and insulin management.
So our mission here is to pull out a clear, actionable plan, a kind of step-by-step guide for you on how to get your body to switch into its natural, its most powerful fat-burning mode.
And we have to start with the core idea here because it really turns a lot of standard advice on its head.
It really does. The sources suggest the biggest lie we've been told is that all food is, fundamentally safe.
Right. We have to see food as either medicine or something that can build disease. It's one or the other.
So if we start there, then the key to losing fat isn't just about counting calories.
Not at all. It's about mastering insulin. Insulin is, well, it's the traffic cop for your metabolism.
Okay, so let's set the scene. What actually happens inside your body when you stop eating, when you enter that fasted state?
It's a really intelligent system. Your body has basically two energy systems. You've got the sugar burner system and you've got the fat burning system.
And I'm guessing most of us, with our, 3 meals and a couple of snacks, we're living entirely in that first one.
Entirely. You're constantly topping up the tank with sugar, so your body never gets the signal that it needs to look for another fuel source.
But when you finally stop eating for long enough,
That's when the magic happens. Your blood sugar drops, and the body makes this automatic switch. It starts burning stored fat for energy.
and this is where it gets really cool, because burning fat creates a byproduct. It's not just energy for your muscles.
Exactly. It produces ketones. And we often think of ketones for physical energy, but the sources really emphasize what they do for the brain.
The cognitive benefits.
Oh, it's a huge aha moment. These ketones go straight to your brain. They're a kind of premium fuel that can actually repair brain cells.
So you get that mental clarity. The brain fog just vanishes.
It evaporates. You are literally giving your brain a super fuel it probably hasn't had in years.
So if this system is so amazing, why don't we use it more? Why is it so hard to get into that state?
It's what the sources call the insulin roadblock. If you're constantly eating even healthy snacks, your insulin levels stay high.
And insulin's job is to clear sugar out of the blood.
Right. And while it's active, it's shouting a message to your body, don't touch the stored fat. We've got plenty of sugar to deal with right now.
So you're trapped.
You're trapped. You have to get insulin to go down for a while to unlock your own fat reserves.
So insulin is the lock, and time.
Ah.
Time is the key. Which brings us to this idea of a time ladder. Specific fasting durations that unlock specific benefits.
Yes. Let's start with the first rung, which is between 8 and 12 hours.
Okay.
At 8 hours, your body is just starting to make the switch. But by 12 hours, you're making a pretty good dose of ketones.
And that's important for two reasons, right? You get the brain boost, but something else happens too,
The ketones actually turn off your hunger hormone, ghrelin.
which is the complete opposite of what people expect. They think fasting means being starving all the time.
But the science shows that once you flip that switch, the hunger actually goes away. It's a physiological fact.
Okay, so what if you push a little longer to, say, 13 to 15 hours?
Now you're getting into what I'd call the hormone hacking zone. This is where some really powerful stuff starts to happen.
We're talking growth hormone.
Absolutely. The research shows that at the 15-hour mark, you get a significant spike in human growth hormone.
Which is key for keeping lean muscle while you lose fat. And it's the anti-aging hormone, essentially.
It helps keep you functionally young, and there's another incredible statistic in the sources for men.
Yeah, I saw that. A 300% increase in testosterone between 13 and 15 hours. That
Yeah.
sounds almost unbelievable.
It's a temporary spike, for sure. It shows the body is trying to repair and rebuild itself when it's not busy digesting. But it confirms that even short fasts are a powerful tool for your hormones.
And at the same time, inflammation drops.
Dramatically. If you're someone who wakes up with stiff joints, hitting that 15-hour window regularly can make a huge difference.
Okay, so that's the daily practice. Now let's talk about the heavy hitters, the fasts for when you're really stuck.
Right. This is for when you need to break through a plateau. The first one is the 36-hour fat burner fast.
The reset.
Exactly. It's 36 hours with no food, and then you have a 12-hour eating window. This is the sledgehammer for metabolic stagnation.
Why 36 hours specifically? What happens in that time?
It's long enough for your blood sugar to completely bottom out. And that triggers a critical process called autophagy.
Autophagy. Can you break that down for us? It's a word we hear a lot, but maybe don't fully get.
It literally means self-eating. It's your body's internal cleaning crew. When food is gone for that long, your cells start seeking out and recycling damaged parts. Old proteins, dysfunctional components. It's a deep cellular detox.
And the sources say this is the one for that stubborn belly fat, why they're...
Because insulin resistance often shows up in the gut first. The fat cells around your abdomen are particularly stubborn.
They don't want to let go of their energy storage.
Exactly. But after 36 hours, your insulin is so low that your body can finally force those cells to open up and release that stored fat.
Wow. Okay, so that's the physical reset. Method 3 is a mental reset. The 48-hour dopamine reboot.
This one is fascinating. It's about our brain chemistry and our relationship with food. It really targets cravings.
So it starts with dopamine, the motivation and pleasure molecule.
Right. If you're constantly overeating, especially sugary, processed foods, your dopamine receptors get saturated, they get worn out.
So you need more and more of that food just to get the same little hit of pleasure you used to get.
You're chasing a high that your brain can't really deliver anymore. It's a vicious cycle.
And a 48-hour fat can break that.
The research shows it reboots the whole system. Your brain actually grows new dopamine receptor sites. It becomes more sensitive again.
So when you reintroduce food, a simple apple tastes amazing.
It tastes incredible. You get so much more satisfaction from less food. The cravings just fade because you've broken that neurological dependency.
That is powerful. It's not just about weight, it's about freedom from compulsion.
It is. But no matter which fast you choose, what you eat when you do eat is just as important.
Let's get into that. The 3 supercharger food groups. First up, high protein.
Yes, pairing high protein with fasting it's the ultimate game plan for weight loss. Protein dramatically increases something called thermogenesis.
Thermogenesis, that's basically how much heat your body produces, right? Your internal furnace.
It's your metabolism. When someone says they have a slow metabolism, they really mean they have low thermogenesis. Protein cranks up the heat.
And there's a specific goal mentioned.
It's ambitious, but 1 gram of protein per pound of your ideal body weight. A 2002 study found women on a high-protein diet literally doubled their thermogenesis.
They doubled their metabolism.
Doubled it. And protein also protects your lean muscle, which is described as your body's biggest insulin sponge. You want to keep that muscle.
Okay, supercharger number 2. Bitter foods. This is one people probably avoid.
They do. We're talking radicchio, dandelion greens, lemon, ginger.
So why are these so important for fat loss?
They're great for your gut, but the real benefit here is for your liver. Your liver has to process and break down all the hormones in your body, like estrogen.
And if your liver is sluggish?
Those hormones just get recirculated. This can lead to something called estrogen dominance, which causes bloating and that really stubborn, hormonally driven fat storage.
And the bitter foods help the liver detoxify itself.
They help it do its job more effectively, which helps balance your hormones and release that specific kind of fat.
Makes sense. Okay, third and final food group, fatty fish.
Sardines, mackerel, cod. This is all about balancing your omega fatty acids, your 3, 6s, and 9s.
And getting that balance right lowers inflammation.
Systemic inflammation, yes, which
Yeah.
is a root cause of so many issues. And you have to remember, your body stores toxins and excess hormones in your fat cells.
So more inflammation and more toxins means your body feels like it needs more fat cells for storage.
Precisely. There's a 2010 study where people taking omega-3 supplements for 6 weeks saw a significant drop in body fat.
And the mechanism is at the cellular level, right?
It's all about your cell membranes. You have 72 trillion cells. If your omega balance is off, the walls of those cells get stiff and rigid.
It means they can't get nutrients in or toxins out very well.
They're inefficient. When you get the balance right, the membranes become flexible. Nutrients flow in, toxins flow out, and your body has way less need to store things in fat.
That's a true deep dive. Okay, so we've covered fasting and food, but there's one more piece, the surprise tool, the secret to burning fat while you sleep.
It sounds almost too good to be true, but the best time to burn fat is overnight. But there's a big catch.
The melatonin trap.
Exactly. When it gets dark, your body produces melatonin to get you ready for sleep. And when melatonin rises, your body naturally becomes more insulin resistant.
It's an ancient survival mechanism, right? To
Yeah,
stop you from burning through all your energy while you slept.
Right. So if you eat late at night, say at 10 p.m., your body is already in that insulin resistant state. It can't effectively use the sugar from that meal for energy.
So where does it go?
Straight into storage as fat. It's a metabolic one-way street.
So the hack is just so simple.
Stop eating at least 2 hours before you go to bed. The even better version is to try and eat only when it's light outside.
And this impacts your sleep quality too?
Hugely. You can see it on sleep trackers. Eating late messes with your deep and REM sleep. So stopping that practice not only helps you burn fat, but also helps you get better, more restorative rest.
Okay, so let's synthesize this for you, the listener. We've laid out a whole strategy here to get unstuck. It all starts with that core idea.
Yeah.
Stop snacking to force the switch from sugar burner to fat burner.
Then you have the time ladder. 15 hours for a hormone boost, 36 hours for that deep autophagy reset, and 48 hours to reboot your brain's dopamine system and kill cravings.
And when you do eat, you hit those superchargers. High protein to fuel your metabolism, bitter foods for your liver and hormones, and fatty fish to fight inflammation at the cellular level.
Plus, that final, easy rule, stop eating 2 hours before bed. It's a layered approach that gives you concrete strategies for fat loss, mental clarity, and just feeling better.
So let's leave you with one final thought to think about, connecting back to that 48-hour dopamine reset. We learned that a fast can make you happy with less food by resetting your brain chemistry.
So apply that same logic to the rest of your life. What other things, what daily habits like scrolling social media or online shopping might be oversaturating your own happiness receptors?
What might be preventing you from finding real joy and motivation in the simpler things?
The metabolic reset is really just the beginning. We'll see you on the next deep dive.